Joe Biden sets up the disinformation board. Some information is too dangerous for you, citizen. It makes your brain go poop, and you vote incorrectly. By the way, did you notice that when you go out and you make a life-changing investment, like getting a student loan, or buying a new house, or buying a new car, and the salesman tries to lie to you, they tell you that the car is a lot better than it is, or it's trying to sell it to you at a overvalued than what the market is. Notice how Joe Biden isn't there to help you filter out that misinformation, to help you know the actual facts. Wouldn't it be interesting? Like someone wants to sell you a house for $100,000, and immediately you get like, uh-oh, TOS violation. The house is actually worth $60,000. The house is actually worth $60,000. Fact checkers have said. Why is that not into your life? Why are those people not there when you need them the most? It's only when someone posts a meme on Twitter that's like, fact checkers have said, it's Snopes, fact checkers. We need to use the taxpayer money in order to create the disinformation board because people are like children. They are dumb. They are imbeciles. They cannot tell fact from fiction. So who is going to be up at this disinformation board? Well, it's going to be the 8-month pregnant Russia expert. See, she studies on Russia so much. She has Russianated so much, she has become an expert into all things Russian. If you ask her which is the best vodka, she will know. Because she has expertise, goddammit. She's got a license from the government. So the government that got her a license to say that she is the expert is now going to hire her in order to tell you fact from fiction. And it's only going to be about Russia, nothing else. Pinky promise. Pinky promise, this is like the end-all be-all. It will start with Russia, it will end with Russia, nothing else. It will. Now, she may have been wrong in the past. During the Hunter Biden laptop controversy, where Twitter has saved you from that knowledge and decided to ban it even if you were going to DM about it. That's how deep the censorship goes. And she was wrong. It turned out that that information was true, but I guess she erred on the side of caution and said, you know what? People don't need to know this before an election. This is too much knowledge. It confuses the American voter. And she was, yes, it's a good thing that Twitter censors. And this person, by the name of Nina Yanakovics, is going to be placed at the head of this disinformation board. Beautiful. Absolutely. Look, people can make mistakes. Every now and then they can do an oopsie. Like, oopsie, she got it wrong. She got it. But you know what? I bet she got the slap on the wrist. She was like, never again. And she was like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I should have done more due diligence. I have one question though. Like, why isn't it that every single American person becomes a disinformation expert? Why can't we have that? Like, how difficult it is to train a human being until they achieve this level of guru that can tell disinformation from actual information. Like, how do you, is there a factory that produces these people? And if yes, what is the procedure through which a clueless American citizen becomes an expert in disinformation so that we can actually train every single American person to tell fact from fiction so that you don't need these people anymore. Maybe we can save some taxpayer money because the American economy isn't doing so great lately. So maybe some taxpayer money can be well spent elsewhere if this job isn't required. And in order for this job not to be required, we just train individual people when they're on the internet to go like, this doesn't seem real. Or, this does seem real. You know, the same way people use their mind when they buy that house or they make that student loan, the same way we can train them now to tell fact from fiction. What do you say about my opinion? Probably not very good. By the way, since the Berlin Wall has been raised on Twitter, since we don't have the fact checkers anymore, look how muy problemática this is. Muy problemática. You know what? You lose some, you win some, I guess. What can you do? So beautiful. So let me get this straight, okay? The US government can't do censorship because of that evil paper called the Constitution that the founding fathers, who are very racist and bigoted and patriarchal, signed. Okay, so because they can't do censorship, They use private companies to censor. And now that a private company has been bought off by a person that likes the Constitution way too much, they're like freaking out that they're having this disinformation board. Which, by the way, are very opaque. Like, no one knows exactly what's going to happen, or they're not under any transparency. But this is how the world should be. This is progressive, right? Like, the government is opaque for you, but you're very transparent towards the government. Like, everything you do, the government should know. Everything the government does, it's none of your concern. I mean, you're like a child, and the government is the nanny. Why do you need to know what the nanny does? The nanny does what's best for you. Shut the fuck up. So apparently, the board will tackle disinformation just ahead the midterms. Man, I love this, right? So social media is very damaging to our democracy, right? Because it can affect the travel of information, and it can misinform the public. Why not shut it down before the midterms then? If it's so dangerous, why not just shut it down? 3 months before election, no social media, no Facebook, no YouTube, no nothing. All of a sudden that would be problematic. I know. I wonder why. Remember when the Ugandan president did exactly that? It was due to the fact that Twitter and Facebook banned a couple of governmental politicians. And because of that, the government were like, okay, well, if it's so dangerous to our democracy, why not just shut it down? And the US president freaked out. It's like, what do you mean shut it down? Oh, my free speech. You know what's interesting? They also had the Disinformation Board, which let's actually call it what it is. It's a censorship committee, right? So they had the censorship committee in the UK, and they have more powers in the UK because in the UK they don't have the American Constitution, which guarantees free speech. So that was interesting. But now they have it in the United States. I bet they wouldn't have had it if Elon Musk wouldn't have bought Twitter. It just feels so weird. And putting this very trustworthy person at the head of it, it's almost like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, okay? Like just how the previous election she helped with the Biden scandal. Maybe she can do more this election. Maybe she can help a little bit more. Yes, very trustworthy person. I'm pretty sure that the American public would definitely vote for her in a position of power, if given the chance. But you know how it's nowadays. You know, like our democracy means that as long as there's the correct signature and the rubber stamp and everything, then it's fine. All right. She's definitely the will of the people in action. So what exactly is this censorship board going to do? Well, apparently they can't really censor anything, but they can give companies money. So I guess it's like, Apple, we found one tweet out of several trillions that violates the TOS. We don't like it. Can't you take Twitter off of the App Store? Can't you? Google, we found this story we don't like. Can you not take it off? Can you not remove it? Can you not parlor Twitter? Do what you did to Parler, but do it to Twitter. Come on. Elections are coming. We give you money. We give you... I think that's what might happen. Or you know, like, I think Joe Biden's speech was really amazing, YouTube. It was fascinating. Can you not remove some of the dislikes? Can you not remove some of the dislikes? Because it's disinformation. Those dislikes, they're from bots. They're evil dislikes. Can you not remove the dislike button? Huh? I see. Man, it was so eye-opening. Like, what happened when the Berlin Wall fell from Twitter and everyone that I know is now getting traction and the same interaction we used to get in 2016. So freaking eye-opening why they are afraid of their democracy. Yes, our democracy. Let me know what you guys think. And if you like this channel, consider giving a super thanks. And I'll use the money to buy a new microphone because this one is dying. Alright, see you guys in the comment section and take care.